Will you ask? Today we talk about multiplying. And before we talk about multiplying polynomials, let's discuss what is a polynomial. Anybody remember way back when we talked about what does the word polynomial mean? Many terms. And we talked about a one-term thing is called the monomial, two-term thing is a binomial, three-term thing is a trinomial, and after that we don't really go with that. But so when we talk about multiplying polynomials together, there's a bunch of different things that could happen. You could have a monomial, let's say 4x times 3x plus 2. This would be a monomial times a binomial there. And this shouldn't look that unfamiliar. How do you multiply this out? What do we call that little process there? It is the when?
Distributive.
Yeah, this is simply the distributive property. And you'd multiply 4x times 3x and get 12x squared. And then you multiply 4x times 2 and get 8x. You've been doing that for many, 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 many years now. Or at least one of the two. But the question arises, what happens when you have something maybe like this? A binomial times a binomial. Okay, when you have a binomial times a binomial, or trinomials times trinomials, or binomials times trinomials, the one thing you have to remember is this. You must, write this down because this is key, you must multiply every term in the first polynomial by every term in the second, in the other, or second, or whatever. Okay, in other words, this. It's like doing the distributive property with every term. You're going to have to take this first term of this one, multiply it by both of these. Okay, then you're going to have to take the second term, the positive 6, and then multiply it by both terms of the second one. And then see if you can simplify it. Let's look and see what happens here when you do that. X times x is x squared. X times a minus 3 is a minus 3x. Are you with me there? Just took x times both of those things. Then I also have to take a positive 6 times both of those things. And multiply positive 6x, and then a positive 6 times a negative 3 is a minus 18. I just multiplied every term of the first one by every term of the second one. Now once I do that, I got to look to see, can I simplify? Can I add any like terms there? Yeah, these two are alike, so you can put those together. X squared stays negative 3x, positive 6x is 3x, and then the minus 18. Multiplying those two binomials together ended up giving me this trinomial. Happy with that? Sure, why not? Let's look at one that's kind of a little crazier here. What if you have this? 2x squared plus 3x plus 6 times 4x minus 8. There's no easy way to do this. You are simply going to have to multiply the 2x squared times both of those, multiply the 3x times both of those, multiply the 6 times both of those, and then see if you can combine anything to simplify it there. So let's look at that. What is 2x squared times 4x? 8x cubed. What is 2x times a minus 8? Somebody? Negative 16x squared. Right? Sure, why not? Then let's go to the next one. We're going to take 3x, multiply it by both of those. 3x times 4x is 12x squared. 3x times negative 8 is negative 24x. Then we're going to go do one more time with the positive 6. 6 times 4x is positive 24x. Please tell me I got some more room here. And then positive 6 times negative 8 is negative 48. I end up with all those terms. I now need to see, can I add any together? Well, there's no other x cubed, so I write 8x cubed. Any x squareds I can put together? Sure, these two. Minus 16 plus 12 is minus 4x squared, correct? 24x minus 24x is no x's, so that term drops out, and I'm left with minus 48 there. 8x cubed minus 4x squared minus 48. What is the degree of this polynomial, by the way? Huh? It's a third degree because this says a third degree. Are we good with that? Yes, because we've got more to discuss. Now, I have to stop this and start this again.